Good evening, everyone. I'm Christine Mercer, and Karen Davis, my co-founder of Women in Backgammon, is going to wave now. And we'll be watching her play her match later this week. But it's an exciting night tonight. The U.S. Online Women's Championship for 2022 semifinals, round one. Irina Litzenberger and Kara Schultz from California. Irina is from Virginia. And we have two amazing people and a couple of other people we hope will chime in to give us commentary. And Joe Russell's here, Hall of Famer, U.S. Chairman of the U.S. Backgammon Federation, world champion in 1989, and my big appreciation as he's the director of the Women's Online Championship that we're watching the semifinals for. And then welcome to Ken Goulding, who will be commentating tonight. And most recently, I could be here all night just reading off his credentials. Ken was fifth in the Masters jackpot at the 2022 Los Angeles Open, where he served as an auctioneer at the Calcutta. And he was third and fourth in the 2022 Cherry Blossom Classic Super Jackpot, and on and on and on. He and Karen Davis were third and fourth in the Cherry Blossom Capital Doubles, and they won the doubles in February 2022 with the Big Freeze. So thank you guys for commentating tonight. And just a little background on the two women playing tonight. First is Kara Schultz, who skyrocketed to the top levels of backgammon since winning the California State Novice Division in 2018. She won first in the U.S. Women's National Championship in 2020 and a spot on the Women's USA team. The team won the Gunn & Cup in the United Kingdom, and she won the 2022 New York Metro Ladies Liberty Cup, garnering the Women in Backgammon Cash Prize and a Backgammon Travel Board as well. She won the Wild West Young Wranglers in 2022. She and her coach, Jonah Seawald, won the doubles event in the 2021 Wild West Shootout. And she's just done well on ABT Online, etc. I mean, it's an amazing growth potential that she's had over the past few years. So it's very exciting to see her playing. And Irina Litzenberger is one of the top women championship players in the United States. She won the Sunny Florida Championship Consolation in 2022. She finished third and fourth in the Backgammon World Championship Ladies event in 2022. She's a frequent winner of doubles events with her husband, Roberto, including Texas 2022, Michigan 2022, Cherry Blossom 2022, and Ohio 2022. So maybe we can find out where she's playing for the rest of the year and into 2023 so people can decide whether they want to show up or not. She won the Battle of the Sexes event in the 2021 Las Vegas Open, the Wonder Woman event in 2021 California, and she was the USA women's team that won the Gunn & Cup in the United Kingdom. So both of these women are amazingly strong. And this, by the way, is the first of 4 matches that we'll be publishing on our YouTube channel for everyone to see and learn from. And on Thursday, Kara Schultz and Kent Goulding will be commentating the match between Mary Morse and fellow Backgammon founder Karen Davis. So as soon as they're ready, we're going to get started. And a lot of people are just back from overseas at the big event last week. Karen, anything you want to share with people while we're waiting for this match to start?
Well, it was a very exciting event, the Merit Open in North Cyprus. It had a record number of attendees, 555 players in the main 2 divisions, Masters and Intermediate, and 600 in all, including those in side events. It's something we all look forward to every year. I might just say another word about tonight's event. It is the culmination of the World Backgammon Internet Federation Worldwide Women's Online Championship, Joe Russell, who's with us this evening, directed that event. There were 110 players in that event. 30 were Americans. And so the U.S. Women's Online Championship that will be determined by this playoff consists of women players from the U.S. who made it the furthest in the World Championship. Kara Schultz, who's been introduced to you by Christine and myself, were in the top 8 through 12 players. So we were part of the playoff. And Mary Morse and Irina Litzenberger were 13th through 18th in the World Championship and had the best PR of American women who were advanced to that level. So what you see are the top 4 players that emerged out of the WBIF, the World Backgammon Internet Federation Worldwide Women's Championship. These are the first time these events have been held. It's very exciting to see the interest and excitement around them. We featured a few weeks ago the final match of the World Championship between Maral Katori and Maya Pacheva, and that's available on YouTube on the womeninbackgammon.com site. So I'm going to flip over and see if I can log into the, there, I've got it. I'm going to pull up my shared screen so that all of you can see the match. We're just about ready to get underway.
Go. Go see Mom. Go. Incoming. Incoming. This is a 15-point match, and the final will be a 17-point match. Ready to get underway here, just waiting for the players.
And just a reminder to everyone, if you have a question, put it in the chat, which is on the bottom of your screen, and I will present it to the commentators for comment.
This is the U.S. Women's Online Championship, and if you notice that Irina has an Argentinian flag, but she's a dual citizen. She's a U.S. citizen as well.
Hmm? I don't know if anyone can hear us. We've got a home screen rather than the tournament screen.
Karen, your screen is not up. Karen, can you hear me? There we go.
But they,
Karen, I'm just confirming that you have it set for no timer.
I don't know that they're seeing my message to start.
Aaron, I don't have Kara's number. Are you giving it to me now? Okay. I don't see KG. Are you still here, KG?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I haven't fallen asleep yet, and it looks like we're underway.
Okay.
The silly lover's leap with the 6-5, and then pound on what remains with double fives. Not a lot to think about there. I would always say there is something to think about with the original 6-5, but I'm in a minority of one. I think Kara developing a checker with the 3 as opposed to stepping forward with it was clearly the best play last time. And then here, a point's a point. Now this I think is the first play which offers suggestions. There's lots that can be done. Building the home board is great, but it does give Kara a chance to run away, which she should do right here. Get out of dodge and then try to win that way. And pay no attention to the race. You just want to get your checker out and then try to block Irina's checkers in.
I think with the previous 4-2, 24-18 was a viable option as well.
I do too. It was certainly the other choice to look at, but it happened too fast. Well, now the question here is, I would not make the bar point. You got to safety that blot. The question is, do you stack up and play totally safe and then let the position develop, or do you take some chances and leave some deep outfield blots? And
With that against that 4-point board, I would not have taken any chances.
right, but those are the things to look at. In the distant old days, players maybe took too many chances in positions like that. Modern practice. Influenced somewhat by XG is that leaving a half a dozen shots is a bad thing.
This is an interesting choice here, whether to make the 3-point or whether to make the 3-point and leave all those shots against that board, or to just leave 11 shots.
I'd leave the 11. I like the 9-point. I mean, in a way, the 9-point's almost stronger than the 3-point here. So this is my play as well. Now, not a lot of legal 4s. That certainly seems reasonable.
Great
Now,
roll.
that's the only choice. At what point, Joe, do you consider doubling? There's a big swing about to happen here, just like this.
This is a market loser.
Right. So I think a little more time. The turn, good double. a little more time the turn before, was this a big enough threat that maybe doubling last turn made sense? It was certainly worth looking at. It may not have been quite strong enough, but it was worth looking at.
Looks like it was too good when she doubled there.
It might have been. Now here, yeah, it's silly to make the bar point now and leave all those blots. So, well, if you're going to do that, then you probably play 21 to 20.
I think that's the correct play.
I don't like that.
Same. I would have played 21 to 20.
Well, limited sixes. Well, this is a fight for a key point, as Michi says in his book.
I would have just continued.
I may have just kept running also, but there's going to be some fireworks here, and Kara's got the better of it by virtue of having that extra point in her home board. This is a great shot for Irina. Holding on to the 18 point, she can now basically play, unless things go really badly, she can play for a long time. Well, now, do you stack them up, Joe, or do you?
I would stack them. Yeah.
And what does this teach us?
I would just make the 5 point here. I would not.
Yeah, this looks like it's just asking for trouble. You're getting into a position where you're the one who's sort of got the pressure on. I think this is a little bit off. Oh, now we may be stumbling into a pretty straightforward race.
The last position, you were only going to be 1 pip ahead, which is essentially 3 pips behind.
Yeah, and a very awkward overall position that Irina walked into with pulling out those checkers. Now here is this right? Is she
Yeah.
even?
Oh no, this is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. She just
Take
one to the
that
6
one
point.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep the contact. You're behind in the race. Keep the contact. It had to be a very special position to break contact when you're behind in a race. There would have to be some threat of something bad happening, which there isn't here. It's really convenient to have the.
She probably needed to be like 1 or 2 pips, at least 2 pips ahead to make the other play. Which 2 pips ahead would actually make her 2 pips behind in the race. But she does have, could be an awkward situation clearing those 2 points she has. It's going to be easier for Kara to clear the 13 point than it is for Irina to clear the 13 and 14.
Right. Well, now we've got all the action is on this on White's 10 point. That's the last contact. Those 2 checkers are tying up, well, certainly 4 of Irina's checkers. Meanwhile, they're zipping right along. Kara has a appreciable racing lead. Irina will pull that spare off her midpoint when she can. She's been unable to for a couple of rolls.
Just played 7 to 6 for the race, even though
Yeah,
you're
these things you can overdo trying to preserve your outside things when you're behind in the race. Try to make something. Make your checker position your checkers efficiently. This is clearly all going to boil down to does Kara have to leave a shot or a double shot on the 16 point, or does she roll a lucky number and get by? And will Irina be ready to hit it if a shot does appear? It'd be nice to fill in that 3-point, which she should start doing right now. So Kara's just hanging on by her fingernails, hoping to roll a doubles, or that maybe.
Well, this is a good roll for holding. I would just play 5-1 here. This could be right also, but it's going to force her to leave a shot. Looks like Irina is going to be able to make a 5-point board, and then she'll be leaving a lot of shots. I think I would just play this 5-1. She's got a big racing lead. She's more interested about clearing than anything else.
Exactly. And here, I think you have to have your home board.
Right.
If you've got holes in your home board, it doesn't matter if you hit a shot so much.
Yeah, that looks correct.
Now things are getting critical. As much as I say you need your home board, it may actually be right to do this. It's not 100% clear. Oh, here. Oh, that's blocked. It's forced to go, but it can't go. Both the 5 and 4 were blocked. And there's not nearly enough stuff here to.
No way you want
to. It's just too many bad numbers.
Yeah, roll into a double shot. Yeah.
Too many bad numbers. If she hits.
Even 3-4, it's forced to go and leave a double shot.
Yeah. No, that's very awkward. If she hits.
She could be gammon even if she hit. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Ooh, just missed. Now what's going on? Now surely this must be a double, is it not, Joe? And the question is, can it be taken?
I think it's clearly a take. I'm not sure. Probably a double, but clearly a take.
This is a pretty bad number.
Yeah.
You gotta look to see what's the fewest number of shots you can leave, how you go about that. I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that she just wants to play to 11 into the 4.
Yeah, this is it. Now there's 11,
15 shots.
15 shots. 15 shots either way. Ooh, and that hits it either way.
15 shots either way, but she was closer to home this way.
Yeah. There was a lot to think about the previous roll. And here, by the way, I think Irina can take a few rolls to see if there's a freak gammon involved.
Marty says that it's 15 shots either way, you guys.
Yeah, we saw. I can see it. The trick with, do you double or don't double in some of those positions isn't just, can I crush my opponent with some, point on them and close them out shot or something? It's even if you're going to leave a shot, which maybe leaves 15 return shots, if your opponent misses it, you've won the game.
Probably see a double here.
Yeah, now there's a danger of leaving a shot. Oh, well, we're getting frisky.
Yeah, I think that was.
The more checkers,
I think that was too many. She would have left a shot on 6-5, double 5, and double 6. So having 4 numbers leave a shot in that position when you have small gammon chances seemed like too many, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and the shot's not necessarily fatal is one trick.
Right. With the open 5 and 6 point. Yeah.
Right.
Could well be right.
Well, there was one, the non-double, which saved some points, was arguably the most interesting position of the match. I would have thought about that a long time. Now, Zed, what do you think of that 6-4? That's certainly a logical looking play, but there were other plays.
That looked correct to me.
You could split with a 4 and come down with a 6. You could split with a 6 and come down with a 4. Probably, if I was going to do one or the other, it would be split with the 4 and come down with a 6. The 9 point is surprisingly underrated. It's very strong, as is, of course, the 20 point here. That's an easy one. Counter an anchor with an anchor. One of Michi's many proverbs. And roll big doubles and run. One of KG's big proverbs. All right, when do we double this, Mr. World Champion? Well, apparently right now, but when?
It's certainly reasonable. It's a very, very easy take. No consideration about whether to take or not. Just can't be for whether it's right or not. I'm not sure. It's probably on the edge of doubling. Not you can't make much of a mistake there. The only mistake can be made would be someone passing the cue.
Right. Well, which gives your opponent a chance to screw up. There's always something to be said for it. Like a bluff in poker. Sometimes they just pass, even when they have the winning hand.
Irina's the one who doubled Marty.
Well, now
You make the 5 point for sure.
yeah. You certainly don't make the 9 point here. That's just setting up this stripped mess with a gap in front of it. This seems clear cut to me. Thank you, Marty. Okay, as long as you don't have to leave a combination shot, you don't. What is your thinking here, Joe?
Well, you are getting into an awkward situation pretty quickly. Presume I would just play this. This looks fine. I don't think it's terrible to have left the shot there. Well, she still had a gap in her board. I mean, a blot in her board, but.
Well, this is now we're going to leave the combination shot. This is
yeah, and now if you get hit, you're pretty dead.
Oh yeah, you're
pretty fragile position.
You may well be getting gammoned if you get hit. You can just handle it. You know, and now we've got 6-4, 6-1.
Speaking of
speak of the devil. No,
6 is forced and the 4 is pseudo forced.
Virtually forced, yeah. Ooh, on average.
Well, that's a good miss, though.
Yeah, it holds everything and waits for round 2, which coming to a theater near you. Here it is.
6 again. It's 5 again, pseudo forced.
A lot of shots and a lot of misses. Now get home and get some checkers off. There's always just a little teeny bit of bad aftertaste, bad aji, as they say in Go. You know, Irina could still have a little accident, leave a shot and lose. She doesn't have very many checkers off, and there is still, now we're down to 6-1, 5-1, and 4-1. And 6-5. Now, is there any gammons here? No, there's no gammons. Can we still possibly win? I guess technically, yes. 1, 2, 3. I think we need all doubles now. All starting with 6s.
It's gin.
That's not big enough. Or were there 13 checkers? No, there were 12. Ooh, could have been more exciting. Zipping right into the next game.
They play quickly. That's great.
Okay, you splitting against the 5 point? Get up there before things get worse.
Yep.
And do you do the baby split or the big split? What's fashionable?
I do the major split.
And do you hit?
Yep.
We didn't in the bad old days.
This is fine too. This duplicates 6-4 all over the board.
Yeah, well, that's nice. See, 6-4 hits, 6-4 makes the 18 points, 6-4 makes the 4 points, 6-4 makes the 2 point. There may be some other good 6-4 in there somewhere.
Make the frame. One of those.
Okay, I lost the thread. How many has she played? All right, when do we think about doing nasty things here, Joe?
Right now, these last two are interesting. Would you slot the 7 point here?
Yeah, I think so. You got about a million rehits if you get hit. Now, surely there's enough here to double, is there not?
I don't think so.
You don't? Wow. How about now?
I don't think so. Now we're going to see.
All right, now we got an anchor. Now can we double?
No, she should make the 8 point there. She missed it.
Yes, you're right. She grabbed the anchor too fast. She could have built a full prime. It's you get excited about these things. You're in the semifinals of a tournament. There's people watching. There's old geezers making second guessing all your plays. But going way back to one of the first things I learned from the late great Paul McGrill is good players make bad plays, not because they think the wrong thoughts, but because they don't think long enough and see the right play. They choose among inferior plays and don't see the best play. Here, distracted by the need for an anchor on Kara's 4 point, Irina saw the anchor, grabbed it, and didn't realize she could build a prime. Well, meanwhile, when can Irina double?
Pretty close here. I don't know.
I mean, I would double here.
Yeah,
Thank you, Marty. Marty Storer says he would too. I mean, I think the problem, I would not want to be doubled here. I'm not so, would I be jumping on this and snapping it up so fast your head would spin?
I think you're okay not doubling. Could it's one of those things going to be really probably pretty close either way.
Now can we double?
Just black is in the game, so it's got such a solid game. You don't have that many. I guess you have two roll combinations that are parallel.
Yeah.
I mean, not double. Yeah.
Well, that's awkward. Losing the priming battle. And now winning the priming battle. This things are going to start to implode here. I don't know if this
I
is
think
a
she can
tape.
double now.
This is a monster double.
Yeah, this I think she can double.
Can you take this?
Yeah, I would definitely take.
You got your 4 point board, but all the flexibility goes to your opponent, and you're going to have to leave.
Believe me, I would hate to be doubled here, but I would take.
But no kidding. Well, the easiest way to win is to hit and run, but what can you do?
If she does that, she's got to double.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to double from the bar. I'll call it that. I mean, I'm in money game mode, so you'd have to double to activate gammons. You'd still have activate gammons, but I think you'd clearly have a double if she does that. I think you're going to have a double no matter what she does here. Actually, I think it's going to be a double and a pass under most variations.
Well, this is certainly exciting.
Yeah,
Now
this
there's this must be the right play. I mean, you're
Yeah.
conceding if you make some other play. It's
right. It's a clear pass. Here you have to think: is this a take or not? The other way, they're clear passes. So this had to be the right play. Now you have to figure she doesn't double. I think she was supposed to double there, but maybe not.
So do I. And notice this cleans up. Now the question about doubling is going to suddenly be the shoe's going to be on the other foot. I mean, this seems like a huge double the other way. No?
Huge pass.
Yeah. There's not much to. I mean, you're playing for one or two, a few combination shots, and that's it. Wow, that was exciting, and I think
so Marty,
your play would have been good.
Marty, what did you think about don't you think she should have doubled from the bar after the 5-2? It doesn't look like it shows an error on the feed, so maybe it wasn't, but I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, what's going on here? On to new stuff. Hit, fight for a valuable point. Now, is that the right 6?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we gotta. Both of us have to slow down here.
Kept communication between those two.
Right. You know, communication meaning the two back checkers can link up with a single number.
So I've been unmuted. I'm Marty.
Hi, Marty.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you, and I'm
Okay,
happy
good.
to have you unmuted.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
And now we have to leave a shot somewhere.
Yeah, I like this one.
That seems reasonable.
Slots a good point and duplicates threes.
And 6-4 does what?
I would just run to the 10.
Run around to the 10 point.
Yeah. If you get hit with one of those checkers, you get multiple returns from the bar.
Yeah. The combination shots here aren't really, they're barely even shots because there's a zillion return shots. I think you flee with a back checker.
I agree.
Yeah, you're way ahead in the race. So
And if you cover your 4 point, the back checker is under a lot of pressure.
6-3s don't go on trees for sure.
I think that was pretty wrong. It's Irina can attack the and maybe even should. Yeah, it's an interesting question. Maybe even should attack the thing now. I'm not sure she's not grabbing the 6 too fast.
It's tough.
Look at the whole board.
There's a reasonable play is to bring 2 from the midpoint.
Also, 13-3 looks. I would have played
13-3 is playable. 24-14 is interesting too.
Yeah, no, I
don't know the right play there.
I think she's too far behind. Now, here again, maybe attacking is good.
I think Kara is pretty sad she didn't run with the 6-3 at this point.
Oh yeah, I think that was a pretty either oversight or just mistake.
This is clear, 11-3. I think, yeah.
I would think so. I don't see many alternatives. I mean, you have to hit with a 2, and then you have to decide on the 6, and 11-5 seems good.
And we're not quite. We don't quite have enough stuff here. Whoa, and out she goes. all that pretty building, all those builders, and
Yeah,
to get into
the 4-1, I don't think the 4-1 is correct.
It was
That might be
debatable.
right,
I wasn't sure about the 4-1.
no,
She could have made the
she could've-
4-point left direct shot.
She could have also played 7-3-5-4. I think that was correct. It would have kept.
Oh, 7-3-5-4 was good too. Yeah, they were
How about
both
this?
good. I'm
We
not.
can-
I just don't. I think
this was a
Okay,
great
so
cube
why
double
don't the
take here.
cube already? How did white get the cube?
Just happened just now while we
Just
were
now?
talking.
Oh, it's an easy take. It's probably only 14 pips ahead before the roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is well, with two blots there, it might be a right double. It's certainly an easy take with or without the two blots and white's board.
The question is it a double or not?
Yeah, that's the question. It might be with the two blots. It might be. It might be. You have enough. It's you're if you leave an indirect shot immediately, it might not
There's
hurt
life
that
after
much, but it only adds value to your to like 4 or maybe 6 of your point making numbers outside.
The original take when the cube got turned was what Kit Woolsey has for many, many years called a GBU position, a good, bad, and ugly. You can take because the good, you might get a direct shot. The bad, you might get a combination shot. And the ugly, you might win the race. And the parlay of all three of those things gives you a pretty easy take.
It's unlikely she would get a direct shot.
Well, the direct shots are coming soon.
Well, it's still unlikely. So it was. I mean, here, yeah. I mean, here there's a direct shot.
That's what I mean. Over the course of the
Yeah.
game.
It's unlikely that you're going to get a direct shot, but it's possible, right? The indirect shots, so are likely.
Yeah, she didn't.
The race is close.
She didn't
You know?
to make the 10 point.
This play I dislike. I think she should just clear the 10 point, leave
Yeah.
one extra shot.
Live 12 shots.
Yeah, one extra shot versus this.
This
Because
is a repeating route.
yeah, you got double jeopardy going on.
Yeah, that's clearly
It's harder to clear the 10 point if you're missed.
for one shot and clearing the 10 point instead of the 8 was huge. Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. And not so much.
It's interesting. I would this is it's tough.
I would play 10-6 here.
Yeah, 10-6 is a nice duplication, but yeah, I sort of
Just so you can duplicate 5s and 3s on both sides of the board. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, and you have an extra 1. You have a few extra numbers to hit. 5s, 3s, and 1s instead of just
Make the play
5s
that's
and 3s.
best if she rolls what she's expected to roll, which is a dance. This yeah, this has to be right.
She may be counting on a double after fan or something.
She can't. She's already doubled. Mark.
Oh. I keep forgetting. All right, thank you.
6 would be nice. Oh, terrible. Yeah, the cube's been given up.
This
is a clear pass. Is it too good? Is the question.
Right.
Probably
exactly.
too good. Probably
We-
too good. You're worried about, no hit followed by a 6, or you're worried about hit followed by hit, followed by what? Followed by double, maybe. Well, this
That's
is
the end of that. I think would you too good? What was the verdict?
I think I
played
would have played on.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, a bad scenario would be the worst scenario is you don't hit, even that's not death, but bad scenarios you hit inside and get hit back. And even then, you're not that.
Even then you might have a double.
Yeah, I mean, certainly exciting. When does we're playing a 15-point match. When does the disparity in scores start to have any significant influence, or does it already?
Does already.
Yeah.
Redoubles become risky already for the leader.
Yeah. Irina has to be a little more conservative here, and Kara should be aggressive.
Right. Speaking of which, without the match score, surely this is a double.
Yeah, this is a double almost no matter what. Not too good.
By the way, there's lots to think about here aside from this play. There's all kinds of stuff to think about.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to attack with it instead of this. But this is also good most of the time, you know.
Okay, she should
But
double.
just because the cube is so strong, even after.
I think this is a double pass, regardless of the score here.
Yeah, well, she made her play presumably intending to
There's an
cash the game.
easy double, perhaps too good, but if so, not by much. I mean, if it was an easy pass, in other words. Okay, so I believe, I wonder if XG likes 2 up without reply of 4-3 to 5-1 split.
How do you guys play your 6? Just stick it on the 3-point?
Well,
This just looks ugly.
Both of them look ugly.
it's ugly, but it leaves fewer shots to hit. The question is, I don't know what's right. The question is whether the extra shots are all that many, or whether that matters. I'd look at this one. Would have looked at that 6 a long time.
This looks right.
Yeah, it does look right in general. There are, multiple shiny objects being dangled in front of you, the 20-point, the 7-point, but this just, not sure you're not better off on the 21-point.
Better off on the 21-point, yes.
Yeah.
Right, for now.
Very awkward 4s here for Irina. It's a good idea to look at a play like that, but I think she kind of needs one more checker in position. And look at this more just general awkwardness. I think stay back and probably just do that.
Yeah, stay back for sure.
I guess we don't have enough. Was this another 5-2?
I think she's supposed to hit now.
Yeah, now if you don't hit, what do you do?
Well,
Now
hitting
it's a
gives a double.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's still tons of play for Kara. I mean, even if she dances, she's still got plenty of play. And you're good. And I guess clean up the mess as best you can, but there's still tons of return shots.
I think she just has to lift. Hit.
Yeah, there's 12 return shots, I believe, after hit and lift to 3-1. That would be 14. That would be 24 shots if you covered that and went 17 to 15. Yeah, so 3-1. There's 6 6s, double 3s, and 5 5s. So
There's a 6. Now we got blots going the other way.
yeah,
This is probably too good now.
I would say too good. Yeah, it's just some bad things could happen, but many more good things could happen.
She's only 6 pips behind the race.
Yeah, it's right, and there's hyper pips based on white being on the bar.
If you roll a 5, you
Gammon's floating around, but and black is behind. I would play on, I think, but obviously it wouldn't be takeable.
Well, it got cheated.
And even if
You got to pass quickly.
Oh,
Should.
yeah, I think this was too good. Even if white rolled a good number, black's still going to get a lot of very serious threats, probably. Yeah.
And getting to even away is a little bit of a. It's pretty good. Yeah. The heroes annotation says doubling was wrong by a lot with blunder.
Was that what those?
Yeah,
shaded
red
colors mean?
means blunder, I think.
Okay. And what level of analysis is that? Is that reasonable?
It's probably something like a you know, an XG2 ply or an XG3 ply. That was interesting. Not bad to make the 4, certainly.
Will those close plays make the 3-pointer make the bar point there? How did she get 6 checkers on the 6-point? That's what's going on.
She probably made a safe escape and then made
Oh
a
yeah,
safe
she made
play or
a
something.
curious 4-3 play and stuck a 6 checker there, which makes this double threes play more attractive than normal.
There's something strange. Oh, 6-3. Oh, 4-3 in reply to opening 6-3 split. That's what it was. She played 13-6. That's not considered right.
Okay,
Down
look,
split is
there's a
considered
double
better.
and a pass.
Mm,
7-2, I wouldn't want any part of this. Down 13 pips, man on the bar, 2 on the 24.
yeah,
Nice.
Well, it's worth thinking about.
I would be thinking
not-
about it for sure.
You're not dead yet.
Not dead yet. 9 in the zone still. I don't know. The score might be the swing factor.
Well, it got taken. Okay, good. Well, this is more exciting.
Look, it looks like Heroes likes to take.
Yeah. Now, do you go nutso and attack on the 4-point? I
Oh,
like that. That seems the wrong way to
10
go.
in the zone. I'm not sure I'd do this.
No,
I might do something just like 13-9 or something.
okay, now do we make the 3 and hit loose on the 5?
That's what I would do.
That's what I would do as well.
Yeah, I mean, the
13-5, 7-3 twice.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Obviously, the other play would be just to point straight on the 5-point, but this is incredibly more powerful. Plus, it's not the end of the world if you get hit.
This is clear. This is just clear.
You want to keep
Yeah,
as many of your opponent's checkers in
There's
the
no
air
real
as possible
play beat.
here. All right, that's getting nasty.
6-4 with the deuce.
Yeah, 6-4 is also clear.
And there's an anchor. So now we're in it till the end.
Make the deuce point.
Yeah, might as well. There's no serious pressure to disengage your back checkers here. They're almost doing some good. I mean, I think I would make the play that was just made and then focus on maybe trying to grab the bar point. Are you guys just racing home, or would you try to go after the bar point?
I would slot the bar on this play.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a big deal though.
It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
I mean-
I doubt it's a big deal, put it that way. I wasn't sure. I would not make the bar here with like a 4-3.
But the closer to home you get, the less closer to home you get, the more the bar point becomes a liability as opposed to an asset.
Yeah,
As
it would
we're
be a
seeing-
liability here for sure.
Yeah, as we're seeing here.
Yeah.
I mean, Kara didn't even, if she looked at it, she didn't look at it for long. I don't think, yeah, I think you're sort of forced into this. And clear from the rear. And clear from the rear. I might actually slot the 5.
Be curious to see how big a take this cube was. I thought it to me it seemed like a small pass.
Certainly slot the 5 now. Well, these are all not that different, I guess.
Yeah, you just got to try to put the board together. There's going to be, there's a good chance of a shot or two here, and you want to have a chance to win when you hit it.
Right. You
Or
can't just,
worry about a backgammon at some point. This maybe worrying about a backgammon now.
right now,
Yeah.
get a check out if you can. Yeah, just 24-17.
Yeah, now the backgammon is just,
Hmm.
well, that's a little
Oh,
bit
okay, well,
dangerous.
this is, yeah, that
This
was,
is a little bit dangerous.
that was a play, but I still would have come out as well
Mhm.
motivated, in other words. So
Okay,
you have
let's-
to stay again, you stay, and now you roll a 3-2 and get backgammon. Or a 5-3 and not get backgammon.
All right, game got much closer. That was exciting. Are we splitting?
I am.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, your back checkers are your problem. Now that the opponent has an advanced anchor. It's not a favorite to get pointed on, you know.
And now we just sort of puke.
Unhappy to, yeah, this is
Bring another.
yeah, this would probably be a good double for Irina now. It would be an easy take, but it might be even pip count and advantages. You're really gonna leave that direct
Well,
shot?
that's a creative play. Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
It's interesting. It got a little
Yeah, I mean, you could, the alternative was
green
just
highlight over there.
13-6, leaving no shots.
I think it was a good play.
I liked it. It
It's
certainly looked
it's
pretty.
decent. It can't be too far wrong even if it is wrong. Well, I guess it can be, but I don't think it was.
When you're saying it can't be too far right, even if it is right as well.
Now, what about leaving the blot there? But I guess it's all gone now. What did we get here? What was the other choice?
I'm inclined to play this play.
Yeah, me
8 to
too.
3, 6 to 2.
Same, the other
Me too. How do we just make the
other,
ace point and wait it
other
for him?
checkers are not as in play with the other 5-4.
Right.
I think
Spare on the 8 point wouldn't make that much of a difference at all.
Oh, I don't like the looks of this. I think.
Well,
the
what is she playing? She's thinking about breaking her 7 point. Is that it?
Yeah, I
Okay, no,
think
she
maybe-
shouldn't break her 7 point.
Just make the ace point.
I just make the ace. She doesn't want to
Yeah, I
make
don't
the
know what
ace,
that,
evidently.
I don't know what that's all about. That's.
Yeah, she says like, well, I you know, I don't want to, I'd rather make my 2 point later than make my 1 point now. But that's, I would make the 1
But,
point then.
but you've got your 1 point slotted anyway.
Right, you have blots on the 2 and 1, so might as well make a point.
Here, I'll just clear the 13.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, she's,
This is not. This
there's
is not
some
a
kind
play.
of duplication going on here, but I think it's.
Yeah,
mirage.
she's tempted. Oh, she was tempted by the 2 blots. Maybe that
Yeah,
was
I
what,
think it's,
maybe
think
that
it's a
was what
little-
Irina was doing, trying to tempt her to run.
yes, I think it's a little bit of a
No,
mirage.
it's a legitimate tactic. I mean, some people will be tempted to run, but Irina is not, you know, she's not unsophisticated at all. She's been playing for a long time, and she's not just going to knee-jerk run. She considered it, but now she's probably going to make this play, is my guess.
That's Kara, not Irina.
Oh, that's Kara. Yeah, no, Black. Oh, Black is Kara. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, neither one of them is unsophisticated, right? So they're both pretty good, right? So, you know, you're going to expect good plays.
Oh, this is exciting.
I would have hit that. Yes,
Yes, I'm here.
definitely so. That was not so clear, that deuce.
I would double fit here.
This is reasonable being way ahead in the race to just advance. I'm not sure what was right.
Do we get to build a board or we got to hide our blot?
I would build, makes a 4-point in a heartbeat.
Yes, so would I. Marty, what do you think?
Oh, I wouldn't do it in a heartbeat. I'd think about it. No, you're leaving half the deck as hitting numbers, but then you've got some good chances after that. And you're contesting the outfield a little bit by doing this too. Yeah, I guess this is probably fine. This is probably good, actually.
All right, well, we'll find out.
You're not
real quick.
dead. And then you're very much winning now. And I would spin this one.
Yeah, I would double here.
I would not. I doubt this is too good. And
And you look at your crunch numbers, like double fives is at a glance would be a bad number, but look what it does. It just
yeah, it's right.
Just-
Double
even
threes
just
as well. So she
Even
says,
something
I'm-
like
I'm-
even something like 5-3 and your opponent rolls good, and all of a sudden
yeah. You're still it's most of the things that happen to you are good. So
Do you follow the Roberti axiom? If you don't see anything clearly better, just make the 11 and 4 point with double twos.
this is standard. This has been standard for a while. That was a Mary Hickey axiom before it was the Roberti axiom.
Okay, good for her. How
Many
about
were
that
the people
double
who
twos?
knew that was true.
here I'd slot the 5-point. I would have slot the 5 with the X here.
Yeah, I like that too. I always like to slot my 5 point, of course. I'm always playing to get the.
Yes, behind in the race is a good argument for slotting in this position. If the race were closer, I would have just gone at a 22 point.
This is definitely not a cube.
Agreed.
Can we come to the 10 point? Oh, I don't like that ace. I want to go to the 10.
I would be inclined to go to the 10 point.
I would have made that the play that she made. Like my racing lead and don't want to.
Yeah, true. It's just that the risk of hit cover is minimal, and you don't. The checker on the 23 point is a little ill-placed, but then you have the responsibility of taking care of your blot on the 10 point next turn if she makes her 5 point and all that. So I think both the plays were reasonable. I see that XG slightly somewhat disliked slotting that 5 point with a 2-1 before yellow, but it might not be a very high valuation setting.
All right, what's going on here?
Double for sure, and not sure what the cube action might be takeable because
If you get in and don't
might
get,
be the race and threats are in position. Race and threats are in white's favor by a lot, but position is sort of even, I guess. So it's doubtful. It's a doubtful take. Might be.
yeah, I
might be
don't
right.
like the look. I don't like the looks of it.
Drop double. It says the double was wrong and the drop was wrong.
Wow.
So I don't see how the double.
It
was
seems
wrong.
hard.
Maybe unless it was thought it was too
It's hard
good.
to imagine. It's hard to imagine the double being wrong.
Well, it could have been too good for some weird reason. I
No,
don't-
it's not going to be too good and be a take.
No,
So-
it could be a not too good and take, right? That's right. I suppose not. So I don't understand.
You take-
I'm guessing
It was
that-
probably saying not good enough, but I can't see not good enough. I just can't see that.
even if it wasn't good enough, you should double because a lot of people are gonna pass.
Yeah,
And I would pass this one as well.
yeah. Me too. Test this one.
I'll be interested to see the match file from this.
Yeah.
Does say it was a no double take.
Yeah,
No double.
I thought it was a take.
Well,
I thought-
wasn't
I thought it
wasn't
was
White
clear.
way ahead in the race though?
I thought
I
it
thought it
was
was
a double.
122 to 147 White's favor. Did I have that reversed? No, I don't think so.
No, you were right. The doubling was they had 25 pips in the race. I believe. Maybe we had it reversed.
Yeah. I mean, because if you just think about what the position was, right? Black hadn't advanced that far.
Maybe we had the race backwards. I might have been looking at the race backwards. You're right.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Okay, hit with the 6. How do you play the 2, guys?
Lift.
I don't mind this play at all.
Yeah, I guess 7 in the zone. It's all right. Yeah,
The-
but it's I'm not that unhappy with this move at all. I'm less happy with this move now.
It looks right.
Yeah, this looks right. Yeah, well, this is a little.
This is just too hard to put everything back, to make a coherent game out of this.
Yeah. If there were more of a threat, that Black had on a bad reply by White, then it would have more point to hit. But this looks good. The only the main benefit of hitting is to take a tempo so that White has fewer numbers to make the bar or something. But
Right. Making the ace point couldn't have been.
But the ace point is ugly, and the bar point is pretty, and the deuce point is semi-ugly.
Black wins by running home, not by beating up on White.
Yeah, that's right. So
And
Still,
13 to 5. Oh, it said 13 to 5 was bad. And
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, and 6 to 2 was bad.
Yeah, I think she was just supposed to
So
play.
probably
13
13
to
to 10.
13.
Probably 13 to 10, 23, 22 instead of 6-2.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just make both points now, like she did.
She
Oh, this
should
is
make
interesting.
point and play 13.
I just make the bar with the race as it is. I
This
just
is
make
pretty-
the bar
this is-
point.
This is
I don't
pretty
think
nice
so.
looking. Assuming 13 to 10. This looks pretty. You like the bar better, Marty?
What I don't like
Look,
about
we'll get
what I
to
don't
see.
like about making the 2
If
point
you
is
make
that
if you
it
make the
doesn't.
bar,
It's not a good containment play in general. The
if you make
bar.
if you make
The
the
bar is
here,
really
your
good for
opponent-
containment. It duplicates ones in 3 places. To advance, to hit, and to hit in 2 places.
Yeah, no, there's something to be said for that.
And you're still way behind in the race after
I like this
this
play.
point.
I think this is the correct play.
So it hated it.
hated it.
XG
Okay.
didn't like it. So
Okay.
it looks like a good 5. A
And that
good
looks like a good
1-2
ace.
in reply.
That looks like a good ace. Well,
Do you play safe or do you come down?
you bait the trap with 13 to 11?
No, 6 to 4.
I like the fact that she's looking at this play. I
Just think
It's very tempting to play 13 to 11 for me.
yeah, it
at least.
is, and I think if you, I think it's probably wrong, but to keep your checkers in play, and you do have a advanced anchor, and if your opponent gives up the 5 point, bad things can happen. There is stuff to be said for this. That just maybe the cost of being.
I think that an XG
too
didn't
big.
flag it, so.
Oh, it didn't even make it yellow, did it?
Yeah, it didn't flag it at all.
Yeah.
So that means it either thinks it's right or thinks it wasn't wrong by much.
I hear somebody posted 0.019.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here? Actually, a close race.
So that was black. That was white doubling.
White
Obviously.
doubling. I don't think this was, I don't think I would have doubled that.
Well, the rate.
Okay, so all right. So now I was inclined to just run away somehow with that 6-1. And yeah, indeed, XG flagged it as a blunder not to.
It was a mistake to double. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
the race was incredibly close.
it was a little, yeah. Hmm.
What are we playing here? The semifinals of the women's U.S. Women's Online Championship.
yep.
I think so. Yeah, that's what it is. Sure.
This started with
You're welcome.
30 women playing in the U.S. and playing in the World WBF World Backgammon Online Championship. Of those 30, 10 qualified to advance to the final ramp, the final bracket, which included 32 players from throughout the world. And the final, the four that advanced the furthest in the World Championship are now playing for the U.S. Women's Championship. And Kara and Karen Davis advanced the furthest, and then there was a play tie for the next two, and it was determined on PR, which Kara and Irina won. The PR for their entire tournament, which was, I believe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean Kara and Irina. Irina and Mary Morse won, which was compiled from their entire tournament, which I think was about 9 matches.
This is sort of devolved into just trying to run home and not get hit. The race evaporated somewhere along the way.
Well, I would hit this one with a 1.
Yeah, a lot more gammons and not much risk.
What are the could Irina play for 2 countries in the world thing?
No, she played for the USA. She
You
did
had to
not
choose one or the other, or could she only play for the US?
You have to
Oh,
choose.
this, okay, so this, all right, so I might have even left a blot on the 7-point, the roll before this, and I would have broken the 7 here. For white.
Well, this gammon is pretty serious.
No, it's almost a certain gammon if she doesn't get hit.
Now the backgammon is looming as a possibility. Now it's no longer looming.
Unloomed.
Uh-oh.
All right, gapping.
The fatal 1? No 1 there.
Should we be scrambling to slot the 6-point?
Doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
Should be scrambling to get out of that board. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Backgammon is
don't get
possible.
no
Backgammon is possible now.
accidental
Backgammon's
backgammon
possible.
here.
Oh
Be
my God.
careful.
Yeah.
That was
Now
unnecessary.
she's free to move only 1 back checker out,
There you
and
go.
then she can get a PR benefit, which is worth probably nothing at all, by saving the backgammon.
Well, that was a big bump. How do we stand? 3 to go, 7 to go. Good
What,
hit.
70% or something?
Fight for a important point. And what in the world?
Yeah, that was I guess that was the right 6.
Oh, we got a hit. Don't forget the hit.
Yeah, obviously hit in that case. And hit in this case.
Oh, there's the match equity, 23.25.
76%, right?
Oh, 76. Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Off by
it's
a mile.
yeah, it's yeah, I was thinking the reverse of that. Yeah, it's on 70. 70 would be like 3 to 0 instead of whatever it is.
No, 4 to 0 to
4 to
7.
0, yeah. 70, something like 70. And that would be 76, right?
All right, now what do we do? Come in with a 1, you got nothing but poopy 5s. You come in with a 5, you got all kinds of exciting 1s.
I like this.
That's
I
the
like
pretty
this as
play.
well.
I mean, go for
I like
both
this
5
as
points.
well.
How bad can that be?
It's just nothing else is enterprising, and you're behind in the match too. So behind by 4 points. So this is not. This is too passive. I mean, you're behind in the race. You're behind in the match.
This is just much
You're
prettier.
duplicating a 3. You're slotting 2 excellent points. Yeah, I agree with this play.
And
I suppose you hit on the 20 point.
yeah, I guess
But
so. But they
I
both look
guess.
good. They both look good.
So XG didn't like 13.875 and didn't like hitting on the 20 point, liked making the 5 point, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's better blockage against the 2 point than the 1 point.
Yeah. How many of these things, when you, whatever lower level evaluation is, how many of these things spin around?
Quite a number of them do spin around.
Yeah, I mean,
I played matches on here where my PR was like 4.5, and when I ran it, it was a 3.2 or something.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. The lower level XG, when it's wrong, is going to make a stodgy play much more often. The higher level XG seems to understand the,
And I don't even think this I believe this is GNU. I don't even believe it's
oh, it's not
actually,
even XG. Okay.
I'm not sure of that. But
Now, what do we really want? The 1 point here?
I would not have wanted the 1 point. There's too much game left.
Yeah. I mean, the 18 point looks pretty nice, and that was an option. Those 2 back checkers are not on the 24, they're on the 23.
Right.
18 points, a huge point here. I think that the making the 1 is a little bit of self-destruct.
Yeah, if your game plan is clear to like try to race or attack, then you can consider making the 1. But
This is
the game plan was very much in doubt. There's a very much flexibility.
it's the opposite of that here.
Yeah, you make the 1 point decreases your flexibility by.
Yeah, you're
game
now
plan
playing
by
with
1.
13 checkers against 15, and that makes
And this is now you're
big
very
difference.
unhappy. Okay, so all right. So you have to think before you move here. Think before you move. I mean, don't just go. What did you do? Just play an instant 6 or something, or what did you do with that 6-2? All right, so this is.
don't you
We
just
have a 6 to play.
throw some checkers forward like that.
I might throw a checker forward to the bar point.
Yeah, or that. I think that
I mean
the 18
what do you
point.
call it? The 18 point.
Yeah, I agree. Now we're playing with 12 checkers against 15. This tends to end badly. I mean, you almost want that checker on the 23 sent back again. Oh, look at this. Blocked all the 3s. Well, you can shift to the 7 and dump a checker to the 3. You can stack up heavily on the 10 and dump a checker to a 3. You can
You
make
could
the
dump,
7.
you could also just play, you could keep the 10 and slot the 7. Is
Yeah.
interesting.
That's
I might be inclined to do that because now you have your 3 is just ugly, whatever it is.
and I kind of like that. Now we're
I'm inclined to
playing
keep all the
backgammon.
checkers in play.
Yeah, that's just Malcolm Davis saying, now we're playing some backgammon. I
Yeah,
heard that
that's
plenty
what I
of
like
times.
for sure.
Yeah, I like that. That's on beyond pretty. That gets the beauty award. This doesn't.
By the way, I'd like to mention that Marcy Kozar and Terry Harmon also advanced as far as Irina and Mary Morse, but they lost the PR playoff. But they will be part of the U.S. women's team that will be playing in the Ganud Cup against England in December. As
Look
well,
at this. Look what
as
fun
well
we're
as the-
having here.
as-
That
as
was
well
a
as the core
that was an
semifinal.
interesting 6 to make the 7 point. The alternative was to go to the 16 point main alternative, I think, for white.
Now, white here just wants to get those back checkers out into the outfield.
Right. Hopefully make an outside point and then
Yeah, that would be
climb
nice.
out from there.
The stepping.
That's
stone.
what I would have done.
Get rid of the 4 point and make the 15 point or something. I mean, the 21
Yeah.
to the 15. Well, that does
Yeah,
lots of
these
stuff.
are these plays are
With the ace there, I might have played 12 to 7 and played 22, 21.
yeah, it's you have to start worrying about mobility.
Well, the 9 point's really nice here because now black's
The 9 point is
Kara's stuck with 2 checkers on the 22 point, which may
You
have
should just
trouble
make the
moving.
10 point now.
Yeah, make the 10 point now. Agreed.
There's no serious danger of leaving a blot on the 20 point and having it bulldoze. A, it's backed up by the point, the anchor you hold on the 22, and B, your opponent doesn't have any spares to play with. So this is positionally extremely sound.
Right.
I don't know that you don't want to pop out with the 5.
Yeah, you could pop out. Certainly, you could pop out with 5.
And then worry about what
And
to
find
do. with 3.
find a 3, which would be I don't know what.
I don't think you really need the sweeper back on the 24 point, quite frankly. You're only playing with 13 checkers.
I would come out with a 5, and I'm not sure what the 3 is.
Yeah,
Not either.
I'm not sure what the 3 was either. There's a nice duplication of 4s and 2s by 24 to 16. This is possible. I mean, this is. I wouldn't do this. I would.
I think you want checkers out in the outfield.
Yeah. You got too many points this way. TMP,
Yes.
7 points made.
And they're in the wrong place. You got 4 checkers far away from your blob of 9, and then you got 2 that left the playing field altogether.
15 and 7 here.
Yeah, Joe, I don't really like burying the guy.
I'm inclined to play 15 and 7, 5 out and 6 down to the 7 point, just to keep the checkers in play again. And now there we go. That's what I would play here. You don't need 2 points. You want flexibility.
All right, you
escaping.
should have been throwing those checkers in the outfield last turn.
Now I just make that 5 point prime,
Yeah.
9 point.
In a heartbeat. Yeah.
But the race is rather close. So
I would make the 5 prime if she doesn't.
Yeah, I
make
think
the
the
5
5
prime
prime-
and hope that
If
Irina
she
does not roll a
if she doesn't
6.
roll a 6, you could
If she
have.
does roll a
ace in there
6, you're in
too.
very good shape. But this is yeah, this is a little bit now I think you just have to come out like this, and it's still a partial prime. Okay, that was a solid 5 prime appears, right? There we go. So you get there one way or another. Yeah, this is it. This is the boy. It's got to be solid 5 prime.
What's the, like, she's considering making the
She's
broken.
probably
5 prime?
considering a no hit, but oh, that's an excellent reply.
With a dead even race, go figure.
Yeah. She could have left 10 zillion blots by coming out.
Yeah,
and hitting,
he
but
literally-
probably a little loose, but not sure. The 4s and 3s would be duplicated, right? Everywhere. But this is this I dislike this one because it's just a lot of return shots. I would sooner do this than break the prime. But there was come out and hit loose behind. That was a loose, it was risky looking, but no.
Shouldn't we just keep 3 out of 4 and like make the 4 point?
Mm, maybe. All right, out we go.
That for sure?
I think so.
I'm not so sure. That was my first instinct, but
Well, so if you stay put, then
this is probably
you let her crack a little bit more. But this way you get out while the getting is good, and you avoid putting a checker deep like this.
Yeah, I think.
And you got the solid 5 prime to back you up. You got passive counterplay.
Ooh, nice play. Now we'll see what happens.
Yeah, now followed by the Great Escape, right, or something.
Yeah, so what did Sankey turn the sock inside out?
Yeah.
Not going to be easy. Not after double 4.
now it's just a double. Trailing 12-8. She doesn't roll a 6, she's going to crack her board. She does roll a 6, she's still got to get another 6 and an ace and another 6. The problem is you're so far behind in the race.
Yeah, you got even when things go well, you still have to win.
You still have to win, but if you come in and she rolls a 6 out.
If
It's
hey,
a good,
there we
I
go.
think it's a good enterprising double because look, she passed instantly, right?
Very thoughtful double.
And it probably and the XG seems to be liking the drop or not disliking it too much.
What's the little I mean?
Information. I don't know. What do you do? What happens if I click it? Nothing. What happens if you're on heroes and click it? I don't know.
We have one of our kibitzers is getting the information somehow. I don't know how.
What information are y'all looking for?
We're wondering what the little I's mean. That means information on the score on the.
That's sort of a typical information icon.
Somebody was giving us, like error rates and things like that, which we don't see.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to chime in with those a couple times. Those eyes that you see there are like luck factors for particular rolls.
Oh, so if you click on that, you can see a luck factor.
If you hover over them, yeah, it'll show like how lucky that roll was or unlucky.
Okay. Yeah, and we're just watching the
Are you
shares.
the same person that was saying like something was wrong by 0.019 earlier? How did you see that?
Yeah, that was the maybe it was too early a double. I forget what that was.
Yeah, also I've got the match on a different computer. I was trying to chime in with those at a couple of times. You can kind of hover over them if you're watching the match on a separate computer. It'll tell you equities and such.
Oh, that's Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey Marty, how you been?
Oh, good, and you?
Good.
Good.
Appreciate y'all doing this.
Yeah. So, all right, just come down to the 5. No. So what is it? 12 to 9, 5 away to 8 away. No, 2 away to 3 away to 8, 3 away to 6 away.
3 away, 6
Very
away.
good. You got it right.
Yeah, I figured it out. 3 away to 6 away. All right, 5-4.
That's a poopy number.
Well, you could play like a wimp and dump 2 checkers, or you could point on the 3-point. Pointing on the 3-point looks okay with a blot and
Yeah,
board.
and
Or
none
you
of
could
them look
just-
good, but this looks like at least sort of like you're playing backgammon.
Looks like a human play. That's right.
Yes,
The other-
right. It looks like you're playing backgammon.
Okay, I
I don't-
suppose 21 to 15.
Yeah, and I think that's easy, actually.
Pressure on that other block.
All your checkers are doing better work this way. Jump the opponent's file. Oh, this is road
It's
to
a little too
nowhere.
destructive.
This is a road to nowhere. That's
Not enough to gain by that play.
jump
Giving
your
up your
opponent's
midpoint,
5
leaving
point.
blots. So that goes bango, I believe, rather than make the 14. Oh,
No,
Hey,
no,
you
no,
wanna-
no, no,
I
no,
think you
no.
want to hit. You can't do this.
I would hit and come out to
hit
the
on
18.
21 to 18 is what I would
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
I like that. Hit and go nuts. You can't
Hates
huddle
this.
back here. All right, well, we huddled.
Uh,
I would just
Maybe-
21 and 13, I think.
Yeah, that's my first reaction.
I like it. I like that too, because
I would keep that guy in the outfield.
this is all right too, but I still would have tried to maybe make that 10 point
21
can
and
we,
2. 21 and 2 here.
or 11, just
Hit-
or
hit
just
21
go
to
the
11.
11 point.
Why not put him on the 11 point, Joe?
Yeah, that's better. You're right. Like that better, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta
Hard.
we got a red
13
blob. for
13 and
the,
20.
I guess so. Could also have come out to the somewhere with a back checker, but this
Two down
probably
to
is
the
better.
13.
Yeah, I just make the 11 here. Ooh.
I don't know what that is, but don't do it.
Yeah, I just clear the
Don't do
midpoint, make
that.
the 11.
If there's any other alternative, play the other alternative. Oh, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
now
at
you're really
all.
hoping for
don't know
natural
what you're-
great numbers.
What's funny is that
It didn't get a big red blob.
the new didn't get anything there.
Yeah.
We could all be wrong, but I don't think so.
Oh, no, I'm betting on that one.
Well, you wouldn't bet too much.
No, I wouldn't. But what would you say, Joe? If that plays right, I'm never making it.
I'm still not right. I'm still not. If I knew it was right, I still wouldn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Joe would say. As with Sinkowitz, if that's the best play, I'm never making it.
So is this the time to go 21-18? Or do you just squat on your hedgehog formation back there and hope for something good?
I think the
I
hedgehog
want-
has a short lifespan.
I once said I would
It-
quit backgammon. I once said I would quit backgammon before I'd make the 2 point with an opening 6-4.
Yeah, I think I heard you say that. I probably said it more than once. You said that recently somewhere. I was there. Or maybe it was on one of the online.
But and since then I've only made it 1,000 times.
Yeah, well,
Hippity hop out.
I would
Oh, hit and
come
then
out-
probably just leave it slotted and go
yeah, leave
21-16.
Yeah, hit, leave it slotted, play 21.
Oh, if you're gonna leave it slotted, then you shouldn't leave like 4, 2 to
no,
Right
that
on
guy,
your head.
the back
Should
checker
have played
should have been coming out.
21-16 for
and
coverage.
more covers. The checker on the wherever it went, the 6 point is not doing much.
Where is, how's Kara gonna win this game?
Well,
Well,
she's gonna
the
play
race
6 to
is
4,
tough,
3 to 2, fill in her board and escape and win.
Yeah,
I mean, it's bad. It's all bad.
where's the cube?
Middle.
Can we double even with our score lead?
No. Not
I-
in an even race.
Yeah, well, five away. Well, I would if you made that play. Yeah. I would sooner I would sooner leave 4 blots on my board, 6 to 2, 6 to 4, 2 to 1. I mean, 3 to 2. This is semi-okay, I guess. This would not be the worst double, but it wouldn't be necessarily right.
At the score, I don't think it's right.
At the score, it's, yeah, 5 away. It's a little frisky, but
Is there any
it's
reason
just,
to-
I mean, you just have such a powerful position. I'm not sure I would break the 5 point. The 20 point, I mean, I'm not sure I
Well, those
would.
are the same threes that she needs to get her back checkers moving, so it's getting everybody out and into the outfield seems reasonable.
It's reasonable.
You got way too much racing equity and being ahead in the race, even with 4 men on the 21 point.
Boy, it's gonna take some
It's a
wiggling.
little, the
realize
racing
that.
equity is gonna fast diminish if she doesn't get a
Yeah,
3
yeah,
soon.
it's, you're realizing that racing equity is not gonna be easy. Huh? We got primed. We lost the priming battle.
Well,
We
I
lost the
would,
priming battle.
oh, I think I would break the 9 point rather than the 8 point.
Same. Duplicate the double 4.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to be hit with double 4s.
Well,
It is
she-
a duplication. That's you. Yeah, you don't want to be hit with double 5.
Oh,
No.
speak of the devil.
Yeah.
Now about that racing equity.
Yeah, now see, now she can
You
come
never,
out
you
with
never,
all-
well, okay, so then she would never have rolled a double 5, and if she rolled this double 4, it would have been blocked because she made the 8. Whatever that means. In other words, trying to find a creative way to play results.
I think
which
she's
is not
supposed to make the
desirable.
13 point,
Now,
play
do we-
7 to 1.
Do we, do we want to make the 13 point here? I think you do.
I
don't
wouldn't
you?
want to give shots here. Why give shots?
For this kind of thing, but I don't think I would have left a shot either. I think I would have made the 13 point.
Ooh, hit and cover.
Kaboom! There we go. That's a
Now we're
variation.
the
of
double
what
4s. Oh, no luck.
Now we have what's going on. The race, yeah. Here I could see a double here. Even with the score situation, this looks like she has enough. Because million man pointing on the 4 point deuces pretty much lock up the race.
I would take, however.
You do have a 5 point board. You got that steel post over there on the 17 point, sort of keeping an eye on everything. I mean, the
Yeah, I
good
got a
numbers aren't
significant number of
necessarily-
return shots after something like 5-3, right?
Yeah, I say the good numbers aren't necessarily crushing. There's a comment, if this is a take, it is probably not a double. Boom.
Well.
Yeah, the drop got a yellow highlight.
Yellow is worse than green, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. This is all reasonable here.
Well, what about this, Mr. Reasonable?
Oh, yuggly wuggly. Well, I'm not touching that anchor. This was, I probably would have held my nose and done this.
Yeah,
13 to 2.
worked. It worked, question mark? You know,
About 8 and 5 here.
I like that. I think red is the blunder and yellow is the in between and green is a little off. Is that right?
I think you're right, Ken. Yeah. Now, this is a tough one because the normal play is just this, making the anchor.
It
And
might
it's-
not be, it might not be wrong. It might be right.
It's pretty strong in general, but can you really get enough to?
There was a great
with-
play there
with
by
other
Irina.
plays.
Right or wrong, it was a great play by Irina. When your opponent anchors in the 3-point, often the 9-point is stronger than your 4-point. Not always, but often. And she didn't think too long and grabbed the 9-point instead of the 4-point, which I like to see.
Yes, that's right, especially when there are not very many blots floating around. If there are many blots floating around, an innerboard point gets a premium.
All right, what have we done? Do we just make a mess on our home board?
I would.
I might try 13-7-6-3, but it might be too dangerous. But it's good. It's sort of good temptation, It's volatile for sure.
Yeah.
And you might be able to get some frisky, inefficient doubles in or something. This is sort of okay too. I just think that you might figure to get more return shots, more profitable return shots if you get hit the other way. Like 13-12 would leave plots to clean up. This would be. This is interesting. 5-3.
Yeah, throw them a.
I think I think March 27th.
I don't like that.
I might have it might have been correct just to hit loose on the 4-point instead of
That's what I think.
hitting on the 22 and either breaking 18 or dumping the checker behind.
No, you could have hit on the 22 and just dumped the checker in the home board.
I think.
Yeah,
it's right.
I
I think March 27-4 was correct.
tend to dislike that, but maybe right. It flags it flags breaking the anchor. The 18 anchor is a blunder.
What do we got left here?
The whole thing, or did you come in or something?
Whole thing.
No, the whole thing. I think I would. I might uglify my position and just bounce to the 2, just to gain a tempo with a stronger board.
Right. I don't think you want your opponent playing his whole role, her whole role here. Well, that's a good shot.
His or her whole role. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Can we call our number? Is that allowed? I'd call that.
I call 3-3.
Oh, look at this.
Well, 3-2 back is pretty good. Just make the 22 point.
You make the 22 point. You don't smite them.
Nope, I'll make the 22. This could be right.
I think I make the 22 as well. Now, given this, I don't make the 22. I would have. Would I have doubled that? Maybe. At the score, maybe, but maybe not. It's tough. It's a tough.
Yes, I would have doubled that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
I would just come out to the 17.
Anyway, I come out. Coming out was
I double now.
Wait, how quickly are you too good?
With those men back stuck on the 24 point.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Spin and win.
She's passing. So are you afraid of what might happen if you don't double this?
I would be.
I suppose, yeah, this is a good argument for being but a random two, now we might be getting to be too good, but if so, not maybe by much, but there we go. That's a beautiful shot.
Ace is needed.
Yeah, it's just, you just do it. Just do it.
There you go.
Now I double.
Yeah, now.
Finally, I doubled. I probably should have doubled a year ago.
White's gonna win some of these games.
exactly. 3-2, 3-1, 1-1,
3-3.
2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-3. I mean,
Yeah,
here
3-3 would
comes
be
the
nice.
cube.
Yeah,
And
so still a drop, but
oh, that
probably
was
not a
fun.
huge drop. Maybe a huge drop due to the score or something.
When do we make a
Oh,
temper?
2 away. Oh, 2 away. That's 2 away is a good argument against. Wow. 2 away.
What was that? Couldn't we have built a point of some sort?
Yeah. Should have made her 4-point.
What did she what was the
Use the
roll?
4-2 to link on the 18.
Oh, I would look on the 18. Oh no, maybe at the score I wouldn't have.
Right.
But normally I would have, but the score would mitigate against it.
Right.
So probably just make black has 2 5s here. Okay. No, I'd make both interboard points.
Yeah, so would I.
Absolutely.
I like that 18 anchor.
You get so
It's
many
valuable.
You get so many. You get
Valuable even now, and
Lots all over the place too. This
yeah.
no sense in
You
playing
could get a
positionally.
very quick
You
double
get so
pass.
many. You get so many threatening cubes at the score.
Yeah, bloody their nose.
This is less threatening. What's the pip count? I can just read the pip count.
It's going to be 12 after the play.
12 after the play. All right, 12 after the play. Oh, this is an automatic redouble for the match. Not for the match, but who doubles? Okay, so she doubles and then
Well, look, it didn't like the positional play with the double 5s.
no, I wouldn't think so. Yeah. But it hates the double because there's
Yeah,
not
that
enough
looked like
winning chances.
looked like
And
when you're
why doesn't she oh yeah, it's right because the 2 points are really valuable for
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a quick lesson about that. When you need
yeah,
exactly
the
2
2
points.
points are really valuable, and there aren't very many gammons floating around, so you can take deeply if you're 2 away. Like 2 away to 5 away, you can take it like 20% or something cubeless.
You know, for those who haven't been at this for 40 years, like some of us, it's counterintuitive. You know, your opponent's only got 2 to go. You want to double them. And the fact of the matter is, the person leading can take forever when there's when the double is putting them exactly out. If there's no gammon big, they can take a lot more often than they would for money or at an even score.
Yeah, even now, you know, it's there's racing also.
Oh, very much.
Just eight pips ahead. It's cubeless, so it's not the greatest proposition.
Right.
But I think maybe white should just bring 2 checkers in and like play some hold the aces games for a little while. Now I think that black should like bring 2 checkers in instead of do this. Because the longer white stays back, the worse, you know, the more checkers he has to move inside.
A black just rolled 4 6s, which is a little overkill, but one of the points of keeping the 10 point was that future 6s can play into your higher points as opposed to all future 6s playing from the 8 to the 2.
That's right. And that's right. And you know, that extra crossover can mean something instead of just stacking up outside. What is that? Oh, okay. Misclick.
Now we got a lot of wasted pips here, but we've got a whole lot of pips to waste. Whoa.
Still a massive underdog.
Yeah, rolled well enough to win from the earlier position, but Kara had 6s and 5s of her own.
So now it's 2 away for Irina, and three-way for Kara.
By the way, I think the take point is about 17% and with the dead cube, basically, which was with the dead cube.
So that's 17% is
So when she doubled with a 12 pip lead in that situation.
the take one is really 17% there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that's what we were saying, that the,
That's probably the lowest such two-way take point there is, or
that you
something.
can find. Yeah, they don't get much lower.
Yeah, because
That's way into money past.
two-way to three-away is not the
territory.
worst position to be in if you lose two, right? As the taker.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
two-way,
just
three-away
15.
going back a generation or two is Paul McGreal hustle, quote unquote. He'd have trouble finding people to play him, so he'd spot them 1-0 to 3. And then
Yeah.
take all their money.
Well, the first time I met Sandy Lebetkin, he did that with me, but he didn't take all my money.
No, I don't think he would. But, Sandy would do that just for the action.
Yeah, exactly. He came to the Cavendish and he wanted to play for 500 a match. Nobody would play him. He said, well, I'll spot 1 to 3. And I said, okay, I'll give it a
Yeah,
try.
try that. Give it a try. Backgammon world would be a happier place if Sandy had stuck around.
He's still around.
No, I mean, stuck around playing. Well, he's not playing out in a whole lot of tournaments.
He plays in the
Is he playing
Texas
Houston?
tournaments.
Yeah.
He made it to LA a couple of times, but
Oh, did he?
yeah, he plays in LA. I mean, he plays in Texas basically every time. I think he's semi-retired from work, and but I think he still plays quite a bit of backgammon.
Yeah, he might. He might locally. I've heard people mention that. All right, what's going on here? I've been dozing. We got a very exciting match.
Oh, I think maybe Kara attacked with a 5-3, leaving some direct shots, and then Irina found on a 2-point board, and then Kara made her a 3-point. The cube's still in the middle.
This cube should have been turned at some point, I think.
Should have been, well, yeah, it's possibly, but it was a close race when there was the first cube decision before she rolled a 5-3 and hit loose. I don't think I would have doubled that, but I'm not.
Does the
Might have been wrong.
does our tint missed cubes?
I don't think so.
So actually on that point, those eyes actually frequently also denote missed cubes, and I didn't see that originally, but if you hover over it, it just shows the luck, but if you click it, it shows the cube equities. So a lot of those eyes are missed cubes.
Okay.
How close was she to a cube on some of these previous rolls?
Yeah, I don't see any eyes there, so maybe.
Yeah, I can't get it to show me when there isn't an eye there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was stuck behind a 4' with the, the 18. So
True. That, and then had another checker back for a while.
yeah.
It didn't like that 6-1.
Oh, that 6-1 was all right.
You might have wanted some,
Just clear the 10.
6-5 destructo play or something.
Nah, I don't. That wouldn't.
It was a minor. It was a greenie. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I was just wondering what it like.
It might not even. Yeah, you might not even be trusted.
That was not right. When here, she should have cleared the 6 point.
Yeah. Because to save a 6 and to fill the gap, whatever. but she's happy now.
Yeah, there goes the 6.
Now this is interesting because you could break the 8 point and make the 2 and leave the 3 slot, or you could break a 9 point and make the 3.
I think I would make the 2 point.
Or you could slot the 2 and you could slot the 2 and make the 3 and
Maybe
keep the
maybe
9.
no blots. This is.
Well, it didn't like this. No, you're not. You could right. But okay. So the trouble is that you would have had a 4.5 point board and so a 4 point board, and you would have had what would you have had? An equal number of shots, but you would have had more hit covers. So, I guess so.
All right, be very careful of things totaling 6. Hey!
There you go.
That works. Oh, a swing and a miss. Gonna go around and go back and get him, or just take a checker off? And now we got the improbable gammon.
Some people call it an undeserved gammon, even no matter how the party's played.
Right.
Just if it's improbable, it's undeserved if you get it.
No, it's not so improbable right now.
Yeah, it's getting less improbable. I would have crossed over
Yeah, sure.
instead of that 3.
She didn't need to duplicate her ones.
Yeah,
Maybe she did.
Yeah. This is probably right with that double 1. Just a 18 and 10 formation. Well, yeah.
All right, here we go.
15 immediate ways. Ooh, the worst.
Any double. Boom! Ouch! Ouch! Oh, very exciting match. And congratulations to Irina Litzenberger for moving into the final.
Karen, make sure you get the match file, please.
Well, you
All right,
guys,
thank everyone for watching.
yeah, well, thank you so much for the commentary. It was amazing. And
It was
Karen,
an
I
exciting
think,
match.
yeah, Karen is downloading the match. So, and we'll go over it another time, but thanks everybody for coming. And we hope to
Thank
see you.
you.
Don't forget to show up on Thursday for Karen's match.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night,
Thanks.
everyone.
All right. Congratulations.
Good night, Joe. Good night.
Good night. Thanks, Kent. Thanks, Marty.
Thanks a lot to the commentators. It was just really superb commenting. Very interesting.
All right, thank you.
I agree. Thank you.
Good night,
Karen,
Joe
send me
Boy.
Okay.
Aaron, send me
Bye.
the match, please. There's some things I'd like to look at.
Yeah. me
Okay.
too. Thanks.
We'll do that.
Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Karen, can you stay on for just a second?